In this lecture, we'll use Microsoft Excel to solve one of the questions in our assignments. This one says that the following table displays a frequency distribution for the number of crew members on each shuttle mission over a 10-year period. Let X denote the crew size on a randomly selected shuttle from this time period. And you see here the crew size is on the first row. It has values 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the second row is the frequency 2, 6, 31, 16, 24. What's the meaning for that? What's the meaning about this table? Let's look at 4 and 31. This means that in the past 10 years, a shuttle with crew size 4 went out 31 times. Similarly, a shuttle with 6 crew members went out 24 times. Okay? Yeah. And then you may explain yourself about 2, 4, 5. All right. Here we say X denote the crew size. Then I put X down here. See right here. Crew size. Then the crew size can choose value 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer for A right here is, what are the possible values of the random variable X? Then you may simply do is put 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. That's it. Now for B, use random variable notation to represent the event that the shuttle mission obtained has a crew size of 5. You know, X denote the crew size, and then the X can choose value 5. So X equals 5. That will be the notation. And down here you can see we have the left and the right brace brackets. Okay? So then that will be the answer for B. Now, you know, for C down here, X equals 3. X equals 3, we want to have a P in front of it. Means we want to find out the probability of X choose random value 3. So we want to find out probability of here, of this box. Now, D, if you look at D, here the first row is all the possible values of X. And the second row is P of X. So down here is basically you want to find out all the probabilities, okay, of the corresponding X values. Basically, what it says is that this value right here and this value are the same, because X choose value 3. We want the corresponding probability here. And you see down here is the same thing. How we are going to find out? We got to use the Microsoft Excel. Here I have already input 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, for crew size, and the corresponding frequency 2, 6, 31, 16, 24 here. So in the past 10 years, how many times the crew members went out? You see down here, their frequencies. Okay, so you want to find out the sum of this row. That will be the total number of the frequencies. Okay, in the past years, how many missions have been completed? Okay, how many missions have been completed? All right, how to do that? You do is you want to click on 2. This is an empty box, empty cross, and then you press on that, move the cursor until 24. Then you marked all these 5 frequencies. Click on sigma right here. You see, before you click on sigma, here, this place, G2 right here is empty. Now, you marked those 5 cells, and you click on sigma, it shows up 79. Okay, so this is the total number of frequency. If you want, you may put total right here. Means the total number of frequencies. Okay. Now, the relative frequency is what? Relative frequency you may do is 2, this value. Okay, you want to put input and click on this cell. SB2 is 2 divided by 79. 79 is the total, is the sum of the frequencies. You hit the enter. It tells the value is 0.02532. Okay, that's a relative frequency. Now, you may do the same for click on C2 and then divide it by 79. Before you do that, you want to click on equal. Okay, but we may not do that since we already have this one. We do is we move the cursor, this empty cursor, to the right bottom part. It comes to be the solid cross. You see, empty cross here. You move to the right bottom part of this cell. It comes to be the solid cross. Press on that and drag it to the cell right down below 24. And then you lose the mouse. It all shows up. Okay, what's the meaning for 0.3038? Click on that, double click, you will see that's what? F2, that's this cell, the number on this cell, 24 divided by 79. So that's a relative frequency. Okay, you hit the enter, you have the value. All right, what's the meaning for that? Here is 0.3038. It means that X choose number 6 with probability 0.3038, or let's say around 30%. Okay, so a shuttle with crew member 6 went out with probability 30%. That's what it means. Okay. So down here, then we know this value is corresponding to x. Okay, you may double click on that. You will see that 6 divided by 79. Okay, equals, you see C2 is C2. This cell. Hit the enter, you know the value. Okay, so basically here tells us x, choose number 3. Okay, with probability 0.07595. If you round the answer to 3 decimal places, you can input down here. That will be what? 0.076. Okay, and then you hit enter, or you may copy this part. Copy and put it right here because they are the same. Now we want to input all the values into this place. For x equals 2, corresponding probability is 0.025, 3 decimal places. Here 3 decimal places. Because down here is 3, which is less than 5, so you drop 3. Okay, now let's look at this one. This one, you know, is x equals 4, you have this value. Okay, so then you have what? 0.0392 is again 4 is less than 5. Okay, how about this one? This one, 5, the 4th digit is greater than or equal to 5, so you want to round it up. That will be 0.203. You round it up. Now this one, 8 is greater than 5, so that will be, you have to round it up. That's 0.304. That will be 0.304. Okay, so that's the answer we needed. Now this is the answer for D. How about E? Construct probability histogram for X. You know, we may use Microsoft Excel to do that. Okay, what you want to do is you put some letters here. You use A to stands for x equals 2. You use B stands for x equals 3. You use C to stands for x equals 4. You use D stands for x equals 5. And then you use E that stands for x equals 6. Then you do is you want to click on A. Okay, and here is empty cross. Click on that and then mark it. Okay, mark it. And then, you know, up to this far, you then lose the mouse. Okay, this is marked. And then you do is you want to click on insert and then charts and then bar and then click on the one right here, 2D bar, 2-dimension bar. Click on that, the picture shows up. Okay, then you want to compare this graph with the choice you have. You see here is from lower to higher, higher, and then lower, higher. The pattern for the first one is low, high, high, higher. And this one, lower, higher, higher, then lower, and then higher. Then probably it's this one. Okay? And this one is not. It's too high. The second one, and then lower. And so this one, this pattern also does not fit the one we have here. Okay? And then after you are done with A, B, C, D, and E, you may check the answer. See? Good. 100%. Okay? Okay. Please review the lecture. I'll see you next time.